Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Please remain standing as you are able. My name is Benoit Antoine Bacon. I'm the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. It's my great pleasure to be here with you today. And I'd like to begin today by expressing my gratitude to the Syilx Okanagan people on whose traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory we're gathered today. Please join me in reflecting on the importance of understanding the histories that brought us to this land and to seek to understand our place within the history. And at this time, I would like to invite Amber Cardenas and Whitney Cardenas, members of the Okanagan Nation, to sing the Okanagan song.
Waipisnak siluch nalsiayat isquist Amber Cardenas, Kentelson Pinkton, Ilkika Whitney Cardenas, and Tlachak Twi Philip Kruger, Nalt Margaret Kruger, Kentelson Pinkton. Hello everyone, good day, and some of my relatives that are also here. My sister and I are from St. Pinkton in our language, and it's commonly referred to now as Penticton. I think it was kind of hard for people to say St. Pinkton, so they said Penticton. Our late grandparents are Philip and Margaret Kruger, and today we're going to sing what is kind of, in terms of English translations, our anthem for our people. And it was given to us by our language speakers, Delphine Derrickson, Jeanette Armstrong, Herman Edwards. And what our song says is, Athli, the reason being or because. Athli kus wiwi numta, we are beautiful. Athli kus ukanach kain, because we are Okanagan. And Athlia haitim hulau, because this land is beautiful, or our land is beautiful. And the reference of beauty in the song doesn't refer to our outer physical beauty, although they're pretty good looking. It refers to the connection and the relationship we have with this place, and that it's given to us since the beginning of time of our people, and it continues to give to us. And so if you call this place home and think it's very beautiful, let's keep it beautiful for all the future generations to come. Congratulations, graduates. Celebrate, and don't let anything dampen your day today. Wai'ihi, that's all I have to say. And if you know the song, please sing along. Because this land
Thank you so much for opening our ceremony in a good way. Everyone, we pause for a moment to give thanks, spiritual and temporal, on this important occasion. We acknowledge and pay tribute to those who are unable to join us today, remembering those who've made an impact in our lives and communities, and appreciating those who've contributed to supporting our graduates. We pause to appreciate the blessings we share and acknowledge these proud students, their achievements, as well as their families and friends. We invite you to remain standing as you are able while the band performs O Canada. The words are shown on screen, and we invite you to sing along. Please be seated. I would like to begin our formal program with a warm welcome to our special guests, Grand Chief Dr. Stuart Phillip, Chief Byron Lewis, and Councillor Dr. Donna Goodwater from the Okanagan Indian Band, Councillor Jordan Coble from the West Bank First Nation, and Chief Greg Gabriel of the Penticton Indian Band. Thank you all for joining us today. I'd also like to share regrets from Chief Robert Louis of the West Bank First Nation, who was unable to join us today. Also joining us today, Loyal Woodridge of the City of Kelowna Councillor, Dr. Janet Armstrong, Dr. Deborah Buzzard, Dr. Pauline Turbasket. Chancellor Point, members of the Board of Governors, the Senate, faculty, staff, alumni, most especially you, our graduates, as well as your families and friends, everyone joining us today, here or online, welcome to UBC's graduation ceremony. It's such a privilege for me to be here with you today to celebrate the newest graduates of the University of British Columbia, the class of 2024. Congratulations on your tremendous achievement. You can be very proud, and we're exceptionally proud of you. The university, academia, is my whole life. It saved me from my own mental health and substance use issues that lasted for over 2 decades as I struggled to recover from growing up in an unsafe, dysfunctional home. I'll be forever grateful to the university. I've been at UBC now for 7 months. It's been incredible to discover this remarkable institution. I love the Okanagan. I've been here many times already. I continue to be so impressed with what I see here. A close-knit, research-intensive, beautiful campus with deep ties to the Indigenous community and the true entrepreneurial spirit of the Okanagan. This place is truly special. It's great to be here. Everyone, enjoy this special day. I will now invite the principal of UBC Okanagan, Dr. Leslie Cormack, to offer remarks. Again, all my congratulations to the class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Becon. Welcome and hello to everyone here. My name is Leslie Cormack and I'm the principal of UBCO's Okanagan campus. First off, congratulations. You made it. Today is a big day. This is important. You can feel it, can't you? I've attended many graduation ceremonies as a graduating student, a professor, a supervisor, as an academic leader, and arguably most memorable as the parent of a graduating student. One might think that it would grow old, that the ritual would seem overdone, but that has not been my experience. This ritual ties all of you to a millennia of scholars who have walked this way before. You are part of a body of scholars who have changed the world for better over 1,000 years. Standing up here, looking out at all of you, I can feel the excitement, the joy, the relief. I can see your professors, your parents, your friends, loved ones sharing this moment with you. And I know that for many of you, there are loved ones around the world thinking of you now. The pride is palpable and well-deserved. Today is the culmination of years of assignments, exams, late nights, light bulb moments of inspiration. You did it. You should be more than proud of yourselves because we are all proud of you. Your time at UBC has equipped you to excel in your careers and to be the engaged, committed global citizens we all need you to be in this constantly changing world. You know, it took dedication and perseverance to reach this moment of celebration. Many of you didn't receive a traditional high school graduation ceremony because of the pandemic. So think of this as not just your graduation from university, but your graduation from high school as well. So congratulations on both achievements at this point. So let me say again how exciting it is that we are able to celebrate this event today with all of you. I know that with all the difficult, heart-wrenching events that are taking place in this world, celebrating in safety and peace may feel conflicting. But you know, celebrations are still important, especially at such times. We need to take a moment to see the accomplishments and to know that you did this and you can do other hard things as well. You should feel the joy of that achievement and the inspiration from that achievement to turn outward and become a force for change. Joy brings hope, and hope can change the world. When you think of all the students here in this room who will go out into the world and bring with them positive change, it is awe-inspiring. Frankly, it's the reason UBC is here as an institution, to equip and empower those who have the drive to make change in the world. And you all have now officially joined the ranks of UBC alumni. Congratulations. But know, as you go out into the world with this degree comes responsibility. You are now a scholar, and you are responsible to behave as a scholar. You should think rationally, look for evidence, find creative and innovative solutions that leave the world better than you found it. Never forget that. When you leave here today, please know that UBC is here to support you as you now join the ranks of UBC's distinguished alumni. This illustrious network includes prime ministers, entrepreneurs, astronauts, artists, world changers, and now each of you. As you relish this moment of well-earned celebration, remember that our future is in your hands. And looking out at you all, I have high hopes for that future. On behalf of the University of British Columbia and the entire Okanagan campus, congratulations, class of 2024. So every year at Convocation, UBC has the honor of bestowing honorary degrees upon individuals who, in the opinion of the university community, have fit the criteria of excellence and eminence in their chosen field. Ian Cull is one of those individuals, and I invite him to step forward to receive his honorary degree. Mr. Chancellor, Ian Cull is a visionary and respected academic leader who has had a transformational impact on the lives of Indigenous students at UBC Okanagan. He is a member of Dokas First Nation, located in the Nipissing Territory, Ontario, and is recognized nationally and internationally for his contributions in the post-secondary sector. His lifelong commitment to supporting student success is evident in his work to create unique and effective approaches to enhancing Indigenous student access and support at UBC Okanagan. As Associate Vice President Students, he led the creation of a range of Indigenous support systems. By way of example, he is responsible for the unique and transformative Access Studies program, which provides transformative opportunities for education for Indigenous students of all backgrounds and experiences. He has also made critical contributions towards reconciliation, Indigenous student support, and the indigenization of the UBC Okanagan campus, in addition to the legacies of his work for all UBC Okanagan students in creating a thriving athletic program and vibrant student life. Throughout his long and distinguished career in Canadian post-secondary education, he has established many policies and programs that have ultimately stood as best practices. His nuanced understanding of institutional change, leadership, and what matters in advocating and supporting students has meant lasting institutional change for the betterment of all students. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his extensive and extraordinary leadership contributions, I ask you to confer the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, upon Ian Cull.
By the authority of the Senate of this university, I confer upon you, Ian Cull, the title and degree, Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Congratulations, Doctor.
It gives me great pleasure to now ask Dr. Cull to say a few words.
Annie bonjour. Good afternoon. It's very good to see you all here today. Thank you, Dr. Bacon, for this great privilege. And I would also like to acknowledge the privilege of sharing the stage with Chiefs and Council, Chancellor Point, Dr. McCormick, Dr. Buzzard, colleagues past and present. It's customary for the recipient to address those gathered. And we're asked to say something important and something inspiring. I do have some things I want to share with you, things that are important to me. You, your parents, families, and friends will decide whether they're inspiring. I'd like to begin by expressing my gratitude to you, your parents, family, and friends for the privilege of joining you here today. This is an important day. This is a really big deal. When Dr. McCormick read the citation a moment ago, she says many, many kind and generous things. I thank those who nominated me, and I'm grateful to the Okanagan Senate for finding me worthy of this honor. I'm grateful, and I will continue to do my best to be worthy. I want to acknowledge my family who are in Ontario. My mother, Janine, my sisters, Sharon and Kathy. I was raised in a loving and supportive household that allowed me to become the person I am, to become me. I'm very grateful for their love and their support. I acknowledge my wife, Laura, who's here with me today. You came with me to each institution as we moved across the country. Each time, I was full of excitement, looking forward to new opportunities. And each time you were saying goodbye to friends and having to start all over. And I'm grateful for your bravery and your generosity. I'm going to talk for a few minutes about gratitude. In the citation, I spoke about many successes that the institution can celebrate. I'm very proud of them. These accomplishments are things that were important to me and that I was passionate about. But they're not my accomplishments alone. They're the result of many skilled hands who came together, friends and colleagues who joining to create good and wonderful programs and services. I had the great honor and joy to work with them and to be useful. And I'm grateful to each one of you. Some of you are present today, and I hope to say my words of thanks to you, each of you, after the ceremony. Graduates, you've been exposed to many things during your pursuit of your degree here. You've been taught much by others. You've learned much by your own curiosity. I hope that one of the lessons that you've learned is the lesson of gratitude. Gratitude is powerful. It allows for humility, generosity, kindness, authenticity, and forgiveness. We need these attributes to be our best selves. We need to be our best selves for ourselves and for the others that we will lead, live with, join, and engage with. When you have a moment today, I would encourage you to reach out to those who have played a role in your personal success and express your gratitude towards them. It will do you good. And I'd like to talk for a few minutes about being useful. I had the opportunity to engage in so many projects that were important to me, things that I was passionate about, things that I was interested in. And engaging in this work with others who are also passionate about the work gave me a lot of joy and satisfaction. The rewards for me were not found in recognition or because sometimes I led the project, but rather the joy and satisfaction of being useful. In many of the things I'm most proud of, my role was to support the brilliant work of others. By example, I'm thinking of the work to create our commitments to the Truth and Reconciliation calls to action, and the language proficiency degree framework, which led to the creation of the Excelsior language degree. My role here was to help others, to be useful in their really important work. So my hope for you and my unsolicited advice to you is this: find things in your life that you're interested in, find things that you're passionate about, and join others who feel the same and engage in this good work. Be committed to being useful to others in these endeavors. You'll find it to be a good thing. I think it's about time for me to stop talking. Thank you for your kind attention. I know you're anxious to get on to the next part of the ceremony, which you've all been patiently waiting for. I wish you and yours a wonderful day. And for those of you who are traveling, I wish you safe travels home. With gratitude, Miigwech.
Thank you, Dr. Cull, for those inspirational words. I'm now pleased at this time to call upon Anna Salgado, member of the graduating class, to make remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Cormack, Mr. Chancellor, honored guests, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Standing before you as a student speaker is an incredible honor, and I am humbled to represent such an exceptional group of individuals. Today, we celebrate the culmination of our hard work, countless hours of studying, and the relentless pursuit of our dreams. It is a day where we get to embrace our achievements, to reflect on the journey we have undertaken, to appreciate all those who accompanied us during these years, and to look forward to the opportunities that await us. As I look back on our time here, I am reminded of our first days on campus. We arrived with a mix of excitement and anxiety, unsure of what to expect from this new chapter. We experienced the highs and lows of university life. There were moments when we felt on top of the world, but there were also times when the uncertainty of the future and the constant questioning of our decisions overwhelmed us. However, over the years, we have grown together, persevered, faced challenges, and celebrated our successes. We have learned not just from textbooks and lectures, but from each other. This journey was not just about acquiring knowledge. It was about discovering who we are and what we are capable of achieving. I also want to congratulate and acknowledge our families, friends, partners, mentors, supervisors, professors, faculty, and staff. None of this would have been possible without your unwavering support and love. Let's take a moment to thank them for their endless guidance, encouragement, and belief in us. The world beyond these walls is filled with opportunities and challenges. At this turning point in modern history, we are in the presence of war, genocide, the onset of climate change, and the coming of an age of artificial intelligence. The world we arrived in when we started studying is already dramatically different. We are stepping into a world that needs our passion, drive, and creativity to make positive change and to fight against the injustices that persist in our society. As Nelson Mandela once said, Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. On behalf of Alumni UBC, I am honored to welcome you into the alumni family. You now belong to a community of changemakers and leaders that is almost 400,000 strong. Graduates like you who are looking to make a positive difference in the world. Visit the alumni welcome tent after our ceremony and see what it means to be a new member of the alumni family. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Anna. My name is Rehan Sadiq. I am a Provost and Vice President Academic at UBC Okanagan. And I am pleased to introduce the Killam Teaching Prize. The Killam Teaching Prize is made possible from generous endowment provided by Dorothy and Isaac Walton Killam. Recipients of the award are chosen from the faculty who have been nominated by their colleagues, students, and alumni in recognition of excellent teaching. The 2024 Killam Teaching Prize for the Okanagan campus goes to Dr. Christian Schreier, Associate Professor of Anthropology. I invite Dr. Schreier to come forward. I will read a short citation and present a certificate recognizing her accomplishments. Dr. Kristen Schreier brings passion and enthusiasm into her classroom each day, and through her exceptional teaching brings language and community engagement to life. She is a dedicated educator known for her constant collaboration that goes beyond the traditional boundaries of academia to inspire students and promote meaningful connections between scholarship and society. Through community engaged learning and decolonial practices, Dr. Schreier cultivates an environment of respect and appreciation of diverse perspectives. Working closely with indigenous communities, Dr. Schreier supports language revitalization efforts and integrates community projects into her curriculum, providing both hands-on opportunities for student learning and impactful community engagement. Dr. Schreier's dedication to language revitalization and raising awareness about language diversity, paired with her innovative teaching methods and commitment to student learning, has sparked impactful change for students and communities alike. The profound significance of Dr. Schreier's innovative teaching will inspire many generations to come. Congratulations, Dr. Schreier. I'm now pleased to introduce the Award for Teaching Excellence and Innovation. This award, including a $2,000 prize, recognizes outstanding teachers at Okanagan campus as nominated by students, faculty, colleagues, and alumni. The award highlights the importance of teaching in creating an outstanding student experience. It is my privilege to introduce one of this year's recipient, Dr. Julian Picot, Professor of Teaching in the Irving K. Barber Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. I invite Dr. Picot to come forward. I will read a short citation and present a certificate recognizing his accomplishment. Dr. Julian Picot is dedicated to fostering a deep passion for economics among his students and is noted for his innovative teaching approaches. He integrates theoretical knowledge and practical skills, providing real-world learning experiences that cultivate critical thinking and comprehensive understanding of economics. Inspired by his education journey, Dr. Picot is passionate about creating an interactive and respectful classroom environment that inspires students to approach learning with growth mindset. Beyond his own classroom, Dr. Picot is dedicated to building a strong community of teaching He shares his expertise and pedagogical research both locally and globally through the development of the world-renowned economics instructors toolbox. This collaborative approach shares his impactful teaching excellence practices with educators around the world, in turn, supporting and impacting the learning of countless students globally. Through his teaching and leadership in teaching excellence, Dr. Pico both supports and inspires the future leaders who will transform our society. Congratulations, Dr. Pico.
Now it's your turn. Will candidates for the degrees please rise as you are able? Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting the candidates for degrees who have successfully completed their studies and fulfilled the conditions that the university has set for them. The Okanagan Senate of this university recommends them to you for the degrees which will be announced by a representative of the faculties. As each degree is officially conferred, the dean or representative of the faculty, and in the case of graduate students, the dean of the College of Graduate Studies, will congratulate the student. As each student passes the university mace, the symbol of authority of the chancellor who confers their degree, Rachel Eisen and Matt Kovich, members of Alumni UBC, will present each student with an alumni handbook. Candidates may now be seated. So now we're going to get to the really important part where you're all going to walk across the stage. But before we do, let me share a few instructions with you. Graduates will follow the instructions of the marshals to leave your seats and line up to graduate. You'll have 3 opportunities to have your photo taken. One on the floor before you walk up the ramp to the stage. One when you come on stage and are standing over here to my right, and as your name is being read out, and another photo when you cross to meet the president on the other side. You'll notice that there are big footprints on the stage for the photo opportunities to indicate where you should stand, and I definitely recommend standing on those footprints. Please be sure to have your folder with you, and here's my little tip. You'll notice on the folder that there is a coat of arms. Make sure it's the right way up, because you will be very annoyed 10 years from now to look at a picture and realize you had the thing upside down. So that's my tip for the day. For those of you who are graduating with your PhD and wish to be hooded on stage, please hand your hood to me and then face the audience. Remove your hat, and if you're tall, you may need to bend your knees so that I can get the hood over your head. Okay, everybody ready? Let's get started.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Vivek Arunathan, Dr. Arunathan used life cycle thinking and a participatory design approach to develop an online sustainability decision support tool for the Canadian egg industry. Individual egg farmers can use the tool to improve sustainability outcomes by assessing farm-level environmental impacts, evaluating sustainable technology options, and benchmarking. Dr. Arunathan. Maria Correa. Dr. Correa's research examined cross-cultural collaboration in water stewardship within the Okanagan Territory, applying the concept of ethical space to highlight the Indigenous and non-Indigenous perspectives. Her work emphasizes the importance of recognizing Syilx inherent rights and traditional ecological knowledge to foster effective and respectful water governance. Dr. Carrera. Jody DeLuey Nelson. Dr. DeLuey Nelson addressed a need in teacher education to understand how local pre-service teachers engage in the Truth and Reconciliation Commission calls to action. She found that pre-service teachers understand that their settler responsibility to decolonize and indigenize and learn from Syilx scholars, elders, and knowledge keepers. Dr. DeLuey Nelson's research gives language to the thoughts and actions of pre-service teachers, creating space to unlearn. Dr. DeLuey Nelson. Yuji Gao. Dr. Gao's work uses computational art and immersive media to create participatory performances that transform our perception of time. Through data visualization and human interaction, her research fosters meaningful connections and opens new possibilities for artistic expression. Dr. Gao. Michael Landry. Dr. Landry showed how intercultural communicative competence contributes to additional language acquisition and additional language socialization in English for academic purposes and programs at the post-secondary level in Canada. These understandings help administrators provide more opportunities for international students who use English as an additional language to thrive in their communities. Dr. Landry. Camille Shinmi Rousseau. Dr. Rousseau developed the PUPS Uplifting Public Speaking pilot program, a canine-assisted intervention for students with public speaking anxiety. Designed through a series of studies with teachers, students, and dog handlers, the program highlights educational and human-animal interaction considerations to alleviate public speaking anxiety, bolster public speaking skills, and safeguard animal welfare. Dr. Rousseau's research enhances our understanding of how public speaking anxiety is experienced by students and how therapy dogs might support them. Dr. Rousseau. Monique Walsh. Dr. Walsh traced changes to learning and collaboration across primary care workplaces that were performed with the onset of Wave 1 COVID-19. She developed an interdisciplinary framework to explore the process of collaboration by examining where and how we create, interact with, and cross boundaries. Dr. Walsh's framework provides scholars and practitioners a new way to approach collaboration in healthcare. Dr. Walsh.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Master of Arts. Cassandra Ajete. Craig John Carpenter. Carrie Ann M. Dorn. Hannah Marie Paul. Kirsten Paulus. Parvati Rajivan. Joe Schofield. Hoi Ki Sang. Sage Werstick. Brianne Christensen. Karis Elise Dimas Lendorf. Dravida Anjuman Huda. Craig Jacobs. Tafanam Karim. Brian William David Kerr Bassett. Soroam Tochukwu Adebeya. And Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you these candidates for Master of Fine Arts. Bibek Adikari. Thomas A. Levine. Naseem Perhadi. Larissa Piva. Andisha Sabri. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts. Akena Acheba. Brooklyn Rose Agricola. Sarah Mae Bennett. Lindsay Can. Sarah Marguerite Gill. Emily Mae Diane McLeod. Anhiti Manocha. Damian Kunal Naidu. Jada Ostforoff. Christopher Polacco. Brandon Kobe Smith. Rebecca Thapar. Jordan Leslie May Truman. Sabrina Workington. Yu Shin Chiu. Mackenzie Faye Alltime. Misal Rao. Micah Dryden. JCR Adams. Ashley Dawn Henderson. Caitlin Mycolation. Monica Patton. Sierra Eva Lee Weens. Valeria Paula Diaz Cuba. Luna Lee. Ahmed Al Rubai. Ryan Bowler. Richard Lanz Nueva Corton. Alexandra Foote. Darian Pescada. Jordan Roberts. Yafa Sadelchek. Harsimar Singh. Sambhav Garg. Segundo Para Jurado. Abby Kielbach. John Abe Bamira. Omar Eldib. Okeya Ogawa. Edward Perron. Marina Selber Sekanoskis. Punit Kaur Alaka. Emmanuel Alexis Amani. Yideng Bian. Rohan Garg. Iron Faye Oluwa Aiduwu. Carol Kamal. Nima Linda Manpa. Annabelle Uwaze Garambe. Ursin Otsi Raboijan. Justin Michael Towell. Alice von Sta Sambati. Zihong Wilfredo Wu Zhang. Jai Yang. Yu Chen Zhang. Haoming Zhen. Silvio Romero Gomez Texera Carvalho Neto. Manya Medarata. Shu Kang Wang. Yana Bhatia. Ella Marja Fipke. Emma Lovis. Jasper Rye. Emma Street. Anna Hagland. Cooper Clayton McGow. Morgan Ann Game. Brandon David Leake. Madison Sheedy. Arkanju Do Nasi Mentu Pedro. Emily Burden. Courtney Julia Fitzpatrick. Ana Paula Salgado Gutierrez. Nathan Joseph Barkley. Karen K. Bangu. Jacob Thomas Bromley. Zachary Clyburn. Kyle Michael Della Palera. Christine Dyson. Jalen Kennedy Grant. Brooke Hall Eckes. Mackenzie Hopp. Callie Martin. Oliver James McLennan. Victor George Damian Otten. Matthew Vernon Peterson. Jordan Kwichuk. Stephen P. Rutter. Katie Hannah Saffin. Hayden Simpson. Liam Garnett Snow. Stephanie Leask. Emily Marie Wishart. Cassidy Miller. Ray Chen Lee. Abdul Sami. April Packer. Avery Mary Catherine Sticilo. Olivia Hunchak. Sneha Balram. Alexandra Basaraba. Maya Isabella Chavez. Kara Cork. Alexander Reginald Dow. Ideya Efendia. Sarah Ellen Hawkins. Leah Wateto Karuga. Anastasia Kraft. Nanami Kumagai. Caden McCann. Madhu Ralabandi. Martina Isabel Scheck. Serena Singh. Hannah Zobel. Andrea Sorstad. Valeria Palavina. Pia Kaur Bajaj. Nayantara Dean. Victor Lucy. Katrina Nan. Kazim Shirazi. Kiki Omipidan. Dylan James Leslie Adam. Marco Tio Andrico. Dustin Alexander Grover. Jasmine Mariam Idrias. Kara Lane Stephanie Konishchuk. Valeria Pinatelli. Nikita Sapkota. Samuel Urema. Catalina Munoz Vargas. Sarah Abed. Marshall Matt Young. Cade Desjardins. Dorothy Harrower. Bryce Michael Tippy. Sheridan Bassett. Bryn Elford. Theodore Johnson. Curtis L. Canute. Justin Melnichuk. Isabella Rakwalski. Peyton Tuardo Kleb. Rosemary Webb. Lauren Josephine Kovach. Aka England. Kaylee Helen Margaret McCree. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the University of British Columbia field in Bachelor of Arts, head of the graduating class, Shelby Quinn Bouchard. Victoria Heister. Ashley Sandhu. Mark Dent Brocklehurst. Sophia E. Hogan. Madeline Jane Grove. Natalie Kirkjian. Paige Erin Doucette. Gabrielle Chi. Ha Wan Lin. Neil Donnelly. Muskan Talker. Jana Tulak. Jenna Luis. Veronica Jeanette Fabian. Ria Kargard. Sophia Jane Harms. Cassidy Rutledge. Taylor Page Hughes. Elise Boisvert. Virginia Yiching Yun. Aditri Chatterjee. Ainsley Isabel Spence. Leanne Smeltzer. Amina Bayramovich. Carly Beckner. Emily Rose Larkin. Eden Orr. Jayla Jennifer Ward. Tyler Langtree. Janika Cruza. Sri Harshitha Banur. Hannah Hudson. Laura Trinity Ridgely. Megan Stayberg. Jennifer Carolina Zapida. Kimberly Page Dufo. Chanel Gutenberg. Christina Hardy. Kaylee Lang. Elizabeth Ann McDonald. Nana Pokua. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts. Audrey Rose Allen. Chandler James Henry Burnett. Jenna Cooper. Lauren Michelle Johnson. Fengyu Liu. Ivy Monroe. Karina Chantel Nardi. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the University of British Columbia Medal in Bachelor of Fine Arts, head of the graduating class, Arthur Pieletsky. Shelley Elizabeth Sproul. Nick Tai. Katya Torin. Aliana Voschel. Christine Elizabeth Wakal. Claire Lindsay Worrall. Lu Chung Xia. Serena Laura Arsenault. Tin Lam Ah. Taylor Carpenter. Danielka Jedrusik. Sarah Penny Richardson. Carly Rebecca Marie Sivasankar. Wei Zi Young. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Media Studies, Angela Isabel Menezes. Jade Molan. Romalie Stanley. Helena Monroe Tabin. Liam Davidson. Chi Lo Ronnie Chang. Xavier Charbonneau. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the University of British Columbia Medal in Bachelor of Media Studies, head of the graduating class, Jane Kinsey Hillier. Kai Hagen. Bethany Hebert. Matthew Kenny. Sarah McNeil. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Insilichen Language Fluency. Sitwal Lix Haley Angelina Costin. Wapukin, Catherine Gottfriedson. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the University of British Columbia field in Bachelor of Insilichen Language Fluency, head of the graduating class, Swalikum, Ashley Gregoire. Wanam, Peggy Joe. Quaquislahem, Justine Manuel. Suktu Hickham, Kimberlyn Stacy Kosek. Spaplina, Lana Louise Tycrobe.
Good afternoon. My name is Stephen Point. My traditional Stolo name is Huliquiltal, and I'm honored to be the Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. It gives me great pleasure to be celebrating with you today and presiding over this ceremony. Will the graduates please rise as you are able one more time? For those graduates who just crossed the stage today, and for all those who are unable to attend today's ceremony, with respect to the appropriate degrees as shown on the program, I, as your Chancellor, hereby admit you to the Convocation of UBC. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Please take a seat. Take your seat. Thank you. As Chancellor, it has been my great honor and privilege to join you today and to have admitted you to the Convocation of UBC. All of you have invested a great deal of determination, focus, and hard work to obtain your degrees. You've had a lot of support along the way from family, friends, peers. Many of them are here in this hall today to celebrate with you, and some have joined online to watch. I think this would be a perfect time to turn around and show them your appreciation. Let's give your families a huge round of applause, graduates. And let's not forget our teachers, the faculty members on stage today. Can we thank them as well? I also want to acknowledge and thank Chief Stewart for being here. UNLV Senior Chiefs. Can we applaud Mr. Grand Chief Stewart? Thank you to the other chiefs for being present, honoring us with your presence today. What an honor it is to see our Indigenous people crossing the floor after all these years, to finally see our languages being recognized by the first university to do so. I want to talk to her just for a moment about becoming an elder. We call them knowledge keepers today, but in years gone by, in our tribal systems, our elders were held in high esteem. They understood the history, they understood our culture and practices. They knew where to hunt, they knew when to hunt, and they knew how to resolve conflicts in our tribes and communities. It's sad today to acknowledge that so many of our elders are no longer with us. Becoming an elder begins with understanding that every day the universe offers you an opportunity to learn lessons, and that the lessons come from many, many different places. Sometimes just little children can teach you things, teach you patience, teach you kindness. You have to stay alert for these lessons. Be humble enough to acknowledge them when they arrive in your life. Not only must you recognize the arrival of these lessons, but you must learn the meaning of them. One of the greatest lessons taught to me by my own elders is when to be quiet. That wasn't an easy lesson, I must say. You must take these lessons and apply them to your life is the next step. Applying the lesson that you've learned, making it a real part of your journey. The last step in becoming an elder is that you must pass this lesson on to the next generation, to teach it. Your highest calling, in fact, is to become a knowledge keeper and a teacher. Each one of you now is a knowledge keeper with your degrees. Remember that where you go, they will admonish your teachers if you misbehave. Carry the UBC banner highly and proudly into the world. You are joining now more than 400,000 UBC graduates who live and work in 160 countries around the world. Welcome as new members of Alumni UBC. Your life's journey has brought you this far, and I'm sure you have a great distance yet to travel. I wish to congratulate you for your amazing achievement and also to acknowledge your hard work and sacrifices made during your time here at UBC. And thank you for choosing our university. Remember that we create our future by that which we think, say, and do, that we live in a circle and we gain that which we give out. So don't forget to give back to someone who may need your help. For it's in this giving that we manifest true happiness for ourselves. Once again, class of 2024, my warmest congratulations to you.
Please allow me to take a moment to acknowledge and thank two very special people. First, our great Chancellor, Stephen Point, for hosting today's ceremony. Thank you, Stephen. And of course, our remarkable honorary degree recipient, Dr. Ian Cull. Graduates and guests, this brings our ceremony towards a close. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Graduates, I really hope that you've enjoyed the ceremony as much as we have and that you'll be able to join us. Your procession will first take you to the Lot M, a great opportunity to reconnect with your guests and to take pictures. We also invite you to stop in the Alumni UBC tent for light refreshments with your families, with your friends. It's also a great opportunity, I'm told, to activate your new Alumni UBC app. Alumni UBC app, as you begin your journey to becoming part of our global alumni family, 400,000 strong. Guests, you're kindly requested to remain in your seats until the academic processions have left the building. But before I let you go, we have one more important and big moment to take care of. Parents and family, this is a photo op, so now's a good time to take out your cameras, your phones. Be ready. This is the time-honored tradition of the cap toss. You've been waiting years for this opportunity. You've seen it. Not now, not now. Let's do this properly. You've seen it in all the big movies. It's now your turn. Let's get it right, everybody. The keys to a successful cast up, there's two. One is synchronization. We need to do it all at the same time. And two is altitude. It needs to go high. Altitude is entirely up to you. I'm going to try to help with synchronization. So would the graduate please rise as you're able as we prepare for the cap toss. Remove your hat, but don't throw it out yet. Remove your hat. In a moment, I will wish you, on behalf of the entire UBC community, one final congratulations on behalf of the University of British Columbia. And when I say Columbia, that will be your cue. to toss your caps high in the airs, and parent, it will be your cue to start snapping pictures. Is everyone ready? Okay. Mr. Chancellor, Principal Cormac, Dr. Call, dignitaries, family, and friends, please join me in congratulating once again the 2024 graduates of the University of British Columbia. Well done. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. Thank you for coming.